Get ready for high-speed news. We are diving straight into the game-changing Starlink Mini review. We tested the Starlink Mini against the Gen 2, and the results are shocking. Discover how this tiny device is delivering speeds nearly matching the larger unit, and what it means for your off-grid adventures. We break down the battery life, the setup challenges, and whether this mini dish is the ultimate tool for remote workers and van lifers.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we are breaking down the Starlink Mini and Roam plans. Sarah explains the pricing, the speeds you actually get, and what the 100 GB data allowance means for travelers. Find out the trade-offs between the entry-level plan, the unlimited options, and the top-tier global access, including what's happening with the January 2026 data doubling. In big news, SpaceX has paused its Starlink Reseller program amid overwhelming demand. We look at why this massive surge in enterprise appetite is happening, and what this pause means for potential partners in the satellite internet distribution market. This development signals a huge shift in how SpaceX is managing its distribution network. And finally, we look at the global impact of Starlink. We examine the massive spending by the UK Ministry of Defence, including the use of terminals for Ukraine, and the ongoing restrictions imposed by Russia on importing these systems. Don't miss this deep dive into the geopolitical reality of satellite connectivity. Stay with us for the rest of the broadcast. A comprehensive review of the Starlink Mini highlights its surprising performance and unique utility, positioning it as a game-changer for stationary basecamp operations and vehicle-supported travel, while cautioning against its suitability for fast and light mobility. The Starlink Mini has proven to be a highly capable device, matching the speed of the larger Starlink Gen 2 despite weighing just 3.4 pounds. Users report significant savings on bandwidth by utilizing the service effectively, shifting their usage from unlimited plans to more controlled tiers. For off-grid power, users have engineered lightweight battery and solar setups, achieving systems under £7 and $400. While these setups allow for several hours of nighttime operation, the necessity of constantly swapping batteries remains a logistical hurdle, though options like the Jackery Explorer 300 offer a heavier, more stable alternative. Communication capabilities are redefined for backcountry use. The Mini offers true broadband Wi-Fi, enabling users to stream high-resolution photos, join video calls, and access dynamic weather data, a stark contrast to the character-limited constraints of traditional satellite messengers. However, this high-bandwidth functionality introduces operational friction. Quick check-ins while moving are impractical, demanding a deliberate stop to unpack, power up, and await signal acquisition. Signal reliability is highly geography-dependent. While robust in open areas like deserts or alpine ridges, the dish is severely hampered by physical obstructions such as dense tree canopies or deep canyons, requiring users to actively seek clear sky views. Enhancing range by elevating the unit 5 feet off the ground is recommended for improved connectivity. The hardware relies on external power, necessitating a high-capacity USB-C power bank and a compatible DC cable. A critical operational note is that if the unit remains unused for extended periods, it will initiate a firmware update and reboot, potentially causing a temporary connection loss. Furthermore, the lack of an internal battery means it is entirely unsuitable as a primary emergency SOS device for dynamic crises, where the lightweight, reliable Garmin InReach Messenger Plus remains the superior option. In summary, the Starlink Mini is the ultimate tool for remote workers and van lifers requiring high-bandwidth access at a fixed base camp. It is not recommended for hikers or riders prioritizing minimal weight and immediate emergency response capabilities. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Starlink is intensifying its portable internet offerings with the Mini and Roam service plans, specifically targeting RV travelers, remote workers, and overlanders needing reliable connectivity off-grid. These plans utilize the compact Starlink Mini dish, which measures 298.5 x 259 x 38.5 and weighs just 1.1 kg, fitting easily into a backpack. The hardware kit is priced at $249.99, with potential activation discounts bringing the cost down to $199. The Mini includes a built-in Wi-Fi 5 router, draws 2540W on average, boasts an IP67 rating, and is built to withstand winds up to 96 kph and snow loads of 25 per hour, though it requires manual pointing rather than motorized tracking. /N//N real-world download speeds range from 50 to over 300 Mbps, supporting reliable HD streaming and video calls. Though 4K streaming and competitive gaming may experience inconsistency, /N//N the Roam plans are structured into 3 tiers, each offering a distinct balance of data allowance and global reach. /N//N1. Entry-level Roam. This is the most affordable option, providing 100 GB of high-speed data monthly. This represents an increase from the previous 50 GB cap, effective January 2026, at no additional cost. Once the 100 GB limit is reached, service continues at lower speeds suitable for basic messaging and calls, with no option to purchase extra high-speed blocks. Speeds within the cap range from 65 to 260 Mbps. No contract is required. /N//N2. Roam Unlimited. This plan offers unlimited data without a monthly cap and speeds up to 260 Mbps. The trade-off is that traffic during peak hours in congested areas is deprioritized behind residential subscribers. While rarely an issue for most travelers, slowdowns may occur in densely populated zones. This is positioned as the most practical choice for full-time remote workers. /N//N3. Top-tier Roam. This premium option provides unlimited data with worldwide coverage across all 150-plus active Starlink countries and territories. Service is deprioritized behind local residential users in each country. A key limitation is that continuous international use is restricted to 2 months per trip. Users must return to their home country to maintain service. This tier is ideal for international travelers and expedition teams. /N//N regardless of the Roam tier selected. All plans support in-motion use at speeds up to 100 mph and include coverage over coastal and inland water bodies. Users retain the flexibility to pause service. Standby mode keeps low-speed access active for a $5 monthly fee, useful for seasonal users. /N//N the decision to upgrade to Starlink Roam reflects a strategic push by the company to capture the mobile user market. The doubling of the 100 GB allowance in January 2026 signals a commitment to mobile users over treating Roam as a secondary product. For Tesla owners integrating Starlink Mini with off-grid power solutions, the hardware cost is a one-time investment, making the recurring plan cost the key factor for long-term viability. SpaceX has temporarily halted new applications for its Starlink Reseller program, citing an overwhelming volume of submissions. This decision signals that enterprise demand for Starlink connectivity is significantly outpacing the capacity of the current channel program structure. The pause affects both the standard reseller program and the indirect reselling program, the latter being flagged by Starlink for compliance risks and diminished visibility into end customers. Existing resellers operating under global priority plans must finalize their arrangements by April 30, 2026, to avoid being deemed unauthorized. The surge in applications highlights the massive scale of the existing Starlink network. The program previously required prospective resellers to present a business plan projecting at least $5 million in annual recurring revenue from Starlink data services, a benchmark that did not deter applicants. The sheer volume of submissions was the catalyst for the temporary suspension. This situation provides a key indicator for the broader satellite internet market. The strong appetite from enterprise and government sectors for Starlink's low-latency coverage, especially in areas lacking terrestrial broadband, is currently exceeding SpaceX's ability to vet and onboard new distribution partners. Details regarding when, or if the program will reopen, whether through revised criteria, a wait list, or a complete restructuring, are currently unknown. The United Kingdom has invested over £16.5 million in Starlink technology, with a significant portion of these funds directed towards supporting Ukraine. According to data cited by Ukrinform and reported by The Telegraph, the UK Ministry of Defence has spent £16.6 million on Starlink over the last 4 years. This expenditure serves dual purposes: providing essential high-speed internet access to Ukraine's frontline troops via Starlink terminals, and ensuring communications for British soldiers and sailors deployed in remote operational areas. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, Ukraine has received more than 50,000 Starlink terminals. These devices are critical for controlling drones and maintaining vital communications on the front lines. The supply of these terminals has come from various sources, including direct donations from SpaceX as part of U.S. military aid and assistance from allies, notably Poland. Beyond its support for Ukraine, the UK's Starlink investment also covers communications for its own personnel. Reports indicate that last year, sailors aboard the HMS Prince of Wales tested Starlink connectivity to access television and stay connected with family while deployed. This commitment to satellite communications comes amid heightened geopolitical tensions, as the Russian government has implemented a ban on importing equipment capable of receiving and transmitting signals from foreign satellite communication systems, including Starlink terminals.